Welcome back. Okay, this video is going to be discussing the 5-number summary in statistics. So in statistics, we have this thing called a 5-number summary. You're basically summarizing your data with these 5 numbers, and these are 5 very specific numbers. So first off, I have some data. I'm going to go ahead and sort this because that's what I always do. Makes it easier to see. Okay, we've got it sorted. Now let's talk about these numbers. So there are 5 numbers that are very important. The first one is the minimum value, which, okay, that's the lowest one. That's easy enough. I'll just type it right in here. Okay, minimum. So the formula for that is just equals min, open parentheses. I highlight my data. Since we sorted it, I can actually just pick that out. But if you hadn't sorted it, it would be different, right? So if I had sorted it, I could just look, oh, okay, my smallest number is 10. For the maximum, oh, look, my maximum is 91. It's that easy because I sorted it. So here, but I'll go ahead and type it in. So maximum is MAX for max. Oops. Da-da-da. And then I'm going to highlight my data and close parentheses. Easy enough. Mean, you already know that's the average, so I'm going to type that in. Average, open parentheses, my data, close parentheses. Okay. So notice it's a decimal because that's just what it is. That's fine. We're going to leave it like that. Okay. Now we have these other two, and they're a little bit different. So we have something called a first quartile, and it's supposed to be a third quartile. So a quartile is basically, it's a quarter of your data. The first quartile means that point, wherever that point is, so say that's right here, this represents the first quarter of the data. It's higher than a quarter of your data. You see this a lot in test scores if you're doing like SATs, or you see it more often in like the GRE, which is a grad school entrance exam. And that one, like it'll say, okay, well, you got this score and that puts you in the 94th percentile. 94th percentile means your score is better than 94% of the other scores. So in this case, we're looking at, instead of percent, we're looking at quarters. So this number would be at the top of that first quarter. This number here, this third quartile, means it's at the top of the third quarter. So we've already gone through 75% of our data when we get there. Luckily, Google will count this for us. So we go equals, it's quartile. Yeah, quartile. Open parentheses, and then it's going to tell us what it wants. I'm going to click this because I don't remember. So data, I'm going to highlight my data. And then I'm going to do comma. And then it says, which quartile do you want? Well, in this case, it's the first quarter, so I'm going to put 1. Close parentheses. So the first quarter, so after 28.5, which is halfway between these two, this is my quarter point, right? This is a quarter of my data. This is the point at which I've reached 25%, right? It's the first quarter. Okay, we have third quartile. We're going to do the exact same thing. We go equals quartile, open parentheses. We're going to highlight our data, comma. And then this one, we want third quartile, so we're going to put 3. Close parentheses. So my third quartile happens at 62.5, so that would be like right here. So this is our 5-number summary. When you write it out, you'll see it looking like this. It'll be 10, comma, 28.5, comma, 44.9. I rounded. 62.5, comma, 91. That's my 5-number summary for my data, which doesn't make a lot of sense just by itself. I mean, it kind of does if you know what it is, but us just looking at it for the first time, you're just kind of like, okay, so we put like some squigglies and some numbers, and yay, that's great, yeah. But we're going to actually use this, and we're going to use that to draw a little graph thingy in our next video. So unfortunately, this graph, Google Slides or Google Sheets won't draw it for us, but we're going to do it by hand, and it's no big deal because we already have the numbers that we need. So yeah,